The busking trial on the Tube has been running for 2 weeks, and licensed buskers are performing at stations across the network. Stephen's at South Kensington. It's not busy, but he's still attracting attention.
That's fantastic.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thanks very much. Take care.
You've got a pound there.
Thanks. Cheers.
It's the rhythms. It was the sound as we were coming out of up there. We could hear this. We thought there's a very clever man down there doing something with a didgeridoo. No, I know it's a didgeridoo, and these rhythms were fantastic. You know, he's coming out of there like this. You could feel it like a pulse. You can see he's got an ID, and it's good quality. It's not near rubbish. It's actually something new. It's teaching me something from Australia, even though it's in Portsmouth. There's a link. There must be a link. How does a boy from Portsmouth learn how to play didgeridoo? I don't know. He's a very interesting man.
At Piccadilly, one Tube customer is surprised that John chooses to busk for a living.
Yeah. Are you really doing that for a crust?
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Yeah.
How did this turn out? How are you doing it for a crust?
It's a lovely way to earn a living. It's an unusual circumstance that got me busking, but once I got busking, I realised that I can have a nice, easy life. When I say nice, easy life, I can do what I like during the day, as long as it doesn't cost a lot of money. And I like the simple life. And I see people walking by. I'm sure there's people walking by in suits with suitcases. They earn heaps more money than me, but are they any happier? I think happiness is probably the most important thing in life.
It's incredible. Yeah. I find that absolutely amazing. And with skill.
Yeah?
With skill. Hey, hat off to you.
Thank you very much indeed, yeah.
Intoxicating aroma.
For Sarah and Michael, things are a little slow. Nettie has a couple of young fans at Leicester Square. And at Canary Wharf, the money's really rolling in for Angelina.
I think they appreciate her, you know what I mean? You can see. Put it this way, there's more money gone in there than I've seen in a couple of weeks down here.
Wow. Well, I'll definitely come back here. This was fun. I think there's a bit in there today. Don't you reckon?
4.20.
Nettie is comparing her takings to what she makes at Covent Garden Market.
9.32. It's about right. It's about right for an hour. Is it an hour, £10 an hour? It's okay. It's about right.
But not everyone's doing quite so well.
I must say we were hoping to make at least enough to buy a couple of pints afterwards, but I think we're going to have to dip into our own funds by the looks of it to do that now, which is a bit disappointing, but it's been good fun actually. You can definitely feel yourself loosening up as you go along and getting into it, you know, so it's good for confidence and, enjoyed it. It's good.
I've made about £8, I would say. £8. That's about an average sort of pitch. I would get normally between, per hour, one there, between about anything between £4 and £12 an hour, and anything in there I'm very happy with. It's probably closer to 4 more often than it's closer to 12, unfortunately, but if I improve, you never know, I might start earning more, so get some more tunes. Oh gosh, there's always, I always have a good look round. You never know. Sometimes throw something and it bounces. Right, good.
John still has time to boost his earnings with 2 more hours of busking at Piccadilly's other pitch.
Automatic. Hello, automatic.
At the automatic office, phone lines have just opened and licensed buskers are calling in to book pitches at their preferred stations. Jerry Smith is in charge.
I think in general, Piccadilly Circus, Oxford Circus and Leicester Square are the 3 really favoured places.
Bank, Bond Street, Canary Wharf, Green Park, Leicester Square, London Bridge.
We've now had 422 applications and we have approved 285 licences.
8 p.m, yeah?
We have 1,200 slots a week to fill. So it's 1,200 musicians playing 1,200 sessions a week. So it's quite a lot. Yeah. Automatic.
Stephen has booked himself an evening slot at one of the West End's busiest stations, Piccadilly Circus. It seems to be paying off. At Westminster, John isn't so lucky.
Maybe I should learn Silence is Golden. I get the impression I might be wasting my time here. I don't think I'm going to get much more than 11p, so I think I'll do the sensible thing and try and look for a busier place to play.
Back at Piccadilly Circus, Stephen's having to carry out some emergency repairs.
Where it's really hot and humid and close down here, the wood's expanding and I've got some cracks in there already. And the didge, to get really, really fast rhythms, it relies on quite a powerful back pressure. And whenever it cracks, it's constantly opening up all the time and it just makes the sound drop, so you can't really get very fast rhythms. The Aborigines, they used to before they played, because it was so dry, and it was really hard to get the thing fired up. You'd have to soak it in water to absorb all the water, then it would stop, clog all the pores up, and then it would play really, really crisp. So sometimes when I play, just pour loads of water down it, and then so it does the same thing, block all the pores up.
The busking trial has been running smoothly for 10 weeks, and Martin Penny is looking to expand the scheme to new stations. He's at King's Cross, consulting with station manager Andrew Anthony and licensed busker Dimitri van Zwanenberg.
There's been a slight overspill of illegal buskers from other stations that have now been licensed to King's Cross. So, going on the benefits and success of the trial in certain stations like Oxford Circus, it seems the right thing to do to consider licensing King's Cross now.
If you get a good busker, obviously people want to stand and watch and listen and hear, and that would be no good on the bottom of an escalator. Indeed, there's quite a few pinch points at a place like King's Cross. It's not that spacious, basically. So we just need to pick the right spots. We're looking at something away from those sort of pinch points, but just right for the busker. So it's good that Dimitri today, for instance, we're going through it with him, and he's telling us where's best for him, and we're trying to come to a compromise.
For Dimitri, King's Cross has been a regular haunt.
It's like my spiritual home for busking. All the way through my teenage years, it was just like, whenever I needed money, down I came here, and they always looked after me. London always looked after me. Oh, thank you. I was able to take out many a girl, and I was ever so grateful. And then I sort of went travelling, and then came back, ended up a student, and did my entire practice for my final recital down here. So I played Prokofiev Violin Concerto number 2 down here.
The impact test has been a success, and 3 sites for busking have been chosen. Martin will now begin the long process of having pitches approved by health and safety groups. John has left his lonely pitch at Westminster and is finding Bond Street more lucrative. Stephen successfully repaired his didgeridoo and is attracting quite a crowd. He's even being broadcast across the airwaves.
And when I came down the stairs here, and I could hear the rhythm of this guy playing, I thought, my God, this isn't just somebody playing a didgeridoo, this is somebody playing a didgeridoo. And I had to stop and listen to it. Pleasure to meet you.
And you.
Really.
Take care.
Have a good day. Yeah. I mean, you've made my day. I'm coming down here to catch a train. I'm supposed to be at home by now, and I heard this, and I couldn't not listen to it. Absolutely first-class stuff.
Thank you very much. I hope your dinner's not in the dog.
Eh?
I hope your dinner's not in the dog.
Sending it all. No, really. I've got to put something in your box. I'll tell you what, whatever's in my pocket you get. There you go. It's your lucky day.
Thank you very much. Cracking. Wow. Thanks very much. Much appreciated.
Stephen's had a good night, and it's time to head home.
How much money do you think you made today?
I don't know, it's quite heavy. I reckon about, I don't know, 50 quid maybe. That generous donation of the bloke, you know. Extra 6 quid, he chucked it. Oh, maybe £50.
John's also packing away. He's exceeded his target of £11.
I've got a whole load of these 1p coins at home, and I put them in a pile. And once I've got a pound up, put them in a plastic bag, take them to the bank. It all adds up. All the 1p's and the 2p's and the 5p's. Get a few pounds a week out of that.
The future seems bright for John and the other 285 licensed buskers. The trial has gone well, and sponsorship of the scheme looks set to continue with expansion of the project to more stations. Whether there'll be enough buskers and the quality of music can be maintained remains to be seen. But for the moment, Tube customers will have no shortage of sounds on the underground.
But square cut or pear shape, these rocks won't lose their shape. Diamond